Live.
And we are back with another episode of Nothing But Facts, Season 3, Episode 32. I'm Cole Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers, son of Aaron Rogers,
Yeah.
a MVP, and I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world, Mr. Trill Bill.
Hey man, we back at it like crack at us here talk that good shit,
There's a lot of news for your Ravens, but so Justice Hill, Bam, Achilles, and they said it happened a couple days ago. They were just hiding it. Mark Andrews just re-signed, 4 years, 56 mil. He might go crazy this year, like more crazy than he's already done these
It's
past
it's a
2 seasons.
lot to take into because it's like I took a nap and I woke up to the Justice Hill news and I was like, damn. But then again, it didn't surprise me because he has not played at all this preseason, and it's like, bruh, you've been fucking around, and these other young boys, Tyson Williams, Nate McQuarrie, they've been running the fuck out that ball. So it's just like at this point, they making it happen, bruh, and you really not. So I don't feel too bad about the situation. Shit, I hope he gets better. But at the end of the day, I thought if J.K. didn't get hurt, then Justice Hill would have been cut probably like a week or two ago. But it's the fact that J.K. got hurt. It's the fact that Justice Hill is even on the team still. And then he goes and tears his Achilles a week later. And it's like, bruh, it's a wrap, big dog. Like,
How you feel about them? I'm trying out Devontae Freeman and Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, Devontae Freeman, I'm always happy because it's a Miami nigga. He
Yeah,
from
but
here.
they're both dinosaurs. Like at this
Oh
point,
yeah.
like they just gotta go.
I mean, at
Le'Veon
this
Bell
point,
fucked up leaving Pittsburgh. He has to go.
but it's crazy. It's almost to the point of if they come in the game and you run a read option with Lamar Jackson and Le'Veon Bell, in the defense's mind, it's like, bruh, Lamar Jackson's keeping this ball every time. But if he fucking gives it to Le'Veon Bell still he do that voodoo shit and he be pitter pattering up to the line of scrimmage and it's like,
He
yo,
reads everything and he
chill
just
out,
bursts
bruh.
off. Yeah.
It's like, all right, we know you amazing, Pro Bowler, all that good shit, but chill out. You went to Kansas City last year, stacked ass team, just rode the bench basically to a Super Bowl, played another
Man, he stopped
stacked team.
CEH from becoming an RB1 last year.
He
Fuck
thought,
Pollard.
and honestly, he did have a great chance to become an RB1 last year. It's just that he's kind of retarded at the same time.
Who?
And it's like Le'Veon Bell.
Oh.
He just low key he kind of fucks himself up in situations and it's like, bruh, people can't really have
You chase the money, which is good, but you don't chase the money on to the Jets with Adam Gase. You know nothing was gonna good happen over there, man. You were crying at a point. Don't say it was because of athlete, because we've all been athletes, man. You were crying because you were like, "Yo, this coach is so bad," and I left Ben, I left Mike Tomlin,
I left
AB,
AB crazy ass.
AB went crazy because probably I left. That's what it started from. Man, they got this guy Claypool. Man, he could be still over there chilling. But hey, Pittsburgh looking back at it like we're good. We got Najee Harris.
Exactly. We got another big ass running back. So, everything works out. Everything happens for a reason. With the Ravens, shit. I want one of them, but at the same time, if we just promoted someone from the practice squad or promoted one of those other backs, I'm cool with that at this point. Just because in the preseason, they're running the fuck out the ball. Like, they was toting the shit. It wasn't Gus Edwards. It wasn't J.K. It was those two backups, the third and fourth stringers. Not Justice Hill either. So it's like, I'm perfectly comfortable with them getting snaps in the NFL game. I'm 100% cool with that. Mark Andrews, he deserved the money. And the way I've always thought about it is there were so many people you had to take care of on the Ravens before Lamar Jackson. For example, Marlon Humphrey, one of your tackles. You did that with Ronnie Stanley last year, and you were going to have to do it this year with Orlando Brown. That's why you traded him, got that first round pick. Everything happens for a reason.
Where did Orlando Brown go?
To the Chiefs, actually.
Wow.
Exactly, bro. It's crazy. It's like, bro, we traded him to the Chiefs. Like, I don't know if that was the smartest move to do, but
and yeah, that's your arch number 15. You don't bang with 15
at all.
You can't
at all. So it's like I don't think that was the smartest thing to do in the hindsight, but we'll see in the long run. Mark Andrews, he deserves to get the bag. I think it goes all the way back to their rookie year when it was the original draft with Lamar, Hayden Hurst, Mark Andrews, and it was like, okay, you got him a first round tight end, but the third round tight end is actually better, and he's faster, and he's younger, and he comes from a passing offense in the Big 12 with Baker Mayfield. So he's used to running routes and shit. So it's like, oh, we maybe have a gym right here. So I'm fucking ecstatic with that. I think he always deserved the bag. And bro,
He's the number one option on that team.
he's a diabetic playing in the NFL. Like a lot of
Right,
people don't know
he a
about that
baller.
shit, bro.
Yeah, there's only a few amount of tight ends that could actually consider themselves as the number one option on their teams. Mark Andrews is one of them.
Exactly. I would only say like what the other couple are
Waller and Kelsey.
top.
I don't even. A Kittle might
Exactly.
Kittle. There, Ayuk might get more targets than Kittle. Let's keep it a buck.
It's
Brandon
possible.
Ayuk is fire. Hey,
It's
speaking of the
very
Chiefs, you saw
possible.
Tyreek Hill tweeted that he said he got taller.
If Tyreek Hill got taller out of nowhere, I would be a little offended because I'm just like,
That'd be the best receiver in football.
but it's like, how much taller did he get? Like, if he went from 5'10" to
How is
5'11",
he? 5'10", 5'11"? What happens if he's like, yeah, I'm 6'1" now?
oh, he's 6'1" out of nowhere now. It's just like, hey, if you ever thought about pressing him, forget about it. Just forget about it, bruh. Because he's running like a horse. As a baby horse, is a gazelle, is not a human. He gonna do something where it's just like, damn, he ate up 10 yards worth of grass in a couple of steps. And you can't do shit about that. So yeah, if he grew anything more than an inch, it's a terrifying world. Just because, bruh, he was dunking at like 5'10". He could dunk. So you know he can get up to 10 feet, 10 feet plus and shit. So it's like, bruh, why are we questioning this man's athleticism anymore? Like he's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. Um, Actually, I think a couple of NBA players said the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. I know Anthony Edwards said that he grew a couple
Yeah,
of
he
inches.
said he's gonna be Michael Jordan now because he's 6'6". RJ Barrett, they say he grew 2 inches, so he should be 6'8".
What
That's
the fuck?
season 3 incoming, bro.
I'm
Bro,
just like,
they're getting drafted at 18, bro. We don't stop growing until we're like 21.
I'm
You
just like,
feel-
this isn't fair. Like this isn't fair at all. Like Anthony Edwards was probably like 6'4", 6'5" is what you're telling me, and now
I think he was 6'4".
he's about to be killing people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally gonna come down the
Bro,
court
look
and
at
be like,
Tatum. Tatum is practically damn. I wouldn't, bro. Sometimes Jason Tatum looks like he's like 7 feet and he's just there.
he's
Cause they,
6'9", 6'10",
bro, he looked like he's 6'10", almost damn near 6'11".
just because it's like, hey, you
Imagine,
hanging out
imagine
with
this
these
offseason,
niggas.
we just come back to opening day and LaMelo 6'10".
Honestly, bro, his dad said he was gonna be like 6'8", and I think he's there already. So
Yeah, I
it's
think he is 6'8".
like shit. If he gets to 6'9", 6'10", it's a wrap, big dog. I don't know what we looking at right now. Like that's a terrifying NBA player at
Mm-hmm.
6'9", 6'10", with the shit that he can do. It's like Magic in modern day era, basically with a jumper, and that's fucking wild.
And his jumper looks so ugly, but it's butter.
Because he's been shooting it since he was fucking 12 on
He's
varsity.
dropping 92 in high school. That's where you wouldn't stop. You wouldn't stop. No matter what anyone said, you'd be like, but LaMelo Ball dropped 92 in a high school game.
Bro,
What did you do
that's
in high school?
I was telling niggas about the Ball brothers, and I was like, yo, some niggas out in California, they got a crazy ass daddy, but they be hooping low key. And once I seen them blow out Montverde Academy, I was like, oh yeah, they for real. You don't just blow out Montverde Academy, and they had RJ at that time and some other players. So I'm like, yeah, they really own that shit. You need to
Three
not play.
brothers playing that chemistry was on 1,000.
And fucking whatchamacallit, bro, bro,
When
this
you
man basically put 4 players into the NBA because he basically put what's the big man in Atlanta who
Onyeka,
started exactly, bro.
Onyeka Akongu.
So it's like, bro, this man LeVar Ball is a demon. What he say goes, and speaking into existence like him.
He's goaded. And it's so lit because I think it was in the Ball family or some interview or something like that. Because they got practically all of them got scholarships, and then LaMelo went overseas. That like all the money they saved up for them to go to college, they just they were able to keep it. So they just and now obviously the fucking bro, Lamelo's gonna get a fat ass max contract when his time comes.
I think he already got 100 mil from Puma. So it's like
Melo chilling. And these
the
NBA
fact
players are so smart. The younger generation. Tatum said, "Bro, he has not. Imagine that. Yo, he hasn't spent a dime of his salary. Like, imagine that shit's just sitting there. Just go buy some Bitcoin, honestly."
he's just chilling, bro. Transitioning back to football, college football this weekend was fucking for the state of Florida. It was just insane, bro. Like Miami went up to Alabama, well to Georgia actually, versus Alabama, and just got their ass embarrassed on national TV. Like
Uh-huh.
it was pitiful. Final score was I think 44-13 or 41-13, something like that off the
It
top
was
of
like
my
a
head.
31-point game, 44-13.
So it's like, bro, y'all got your asses waxed on national TV, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even close. Like Bryce Young went 20 of 29 for like 295 with 4 or 5 touchdowns. He ran one in as well. But they were just freestyling on them niggas. Like the hardest thing that happened in that game for Alabama was they started a possession from inside their own 10 and then he threw a 94-yard touchdown. So it's like if that's the worst part of the game for them, you're not going to beat Alabama ever, bro. And then they
No,
have
yeah, I realized after they were like, let's keep it real. The people that thought Miami were gonna win, like, yeah, it's good to be a great fan and be on that side, but let's keep it real. I honestly think Alabama will never lose again. Like, and they might lose on some crazy shit because that once in a generational quarterback, like Deshaun Watson and these the Cam Newtons and the Tebows for college, wise, come around and beat them. But other than that, like, yo, they demolish everybody and they make these schools. They don't even make them. They made the University of Miami look like it was the University of Miami, Ohio. Let's keep it a buck. Like, you get me? Like, they be making these top dog schools look like straight, like, yo, we're college play, bro. Like, it's insane. I really don't think they're gonna lose. As long as Saban's over there, that's like Palpatine. That's like Sidious, bro. That's Vader. As long as he's there, because it's different. It's not like with the Patriots with Belichick and Brady. It's like, yo, this guy's getting new players every fucking 2-3 years. Bam, first round pick. That defense has probably shit. The starters, I think all of them might go first round.
is crazy. Someone said this. I forgot what show I was watching, but they were like, "Yo, um, oh, Rasta, yeah, bro.
I think it got turned over and then they put it away too.
Oh yeah, it was a wild play. Basically, what happened was the running back for Alabama got hit. He fumbled, and he was laying on the ground. And the Miami player picked the ball up, and the refs had blown the play dead because they thought he was down on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave Miami the fumble. Actually, they review the play and say that the Alabama player took the football back from the Miami player when it was wild. It all
Yeah,
happened in
Saban sold his
replay.
soul and Alabama. He went to Miami and then he realized, bro, my life is turning down. I might never coach again. He met some guy in Tuscaloosa and he sold his soul. And that's why, bro, there's no, think about it. Winton, yo, come on. I got to call you by your first name because think about it. When the last time Alabama was not good, I don't remember. They've been good for over almost 15 years.
Yeah, they said it's a 14-year dynasty.
2006, Ohio State against Florida. After that, it was Alabama was already starting to get good there. Julio was coming in and shit. I remember 2008 when we beat Oklahoma. We had to beat Alabama, and that team was stacked. And then the next year, that's when it started. In 2009, they fucked us up. It
And
was
then
a
they
wrap.
went and played Texas and
They played
murdered
Texas. Colt McCoy was in his like
God.
seventh year. He redshirted at least 35 times. He was like 25 still in
And
college.
he still got injured in that game.
He got injured, and then fucking Mark Ingram just came and was like, "Yeah, hold it, champions." And ever since then, it's nothing. Besides
Saban,
that, see what I mean? They lose on some crazy shit with the punt, with the field goal against Auburn. It's just different fluky ass shit that they lose on. Other than that, this is easy covering the spread every single week.
not only that, but they went from being like when Saban first started, they were a defensive team. Now Alabama just puts hella offensive prospects into the NFL, and it's like, wait, what the? When did this start happening? Alabama has 3 starting quarterbacks in the NFL heading into week 1. Think
How
about that.
many and how many first round receivers? Ruggs, Waddle. Devontae
In the past
Smith,
2 years, just four.
Jerry Judy. You want to go down the line? You got
Calvin
Julio.
Ridley,
You got Julio
Julio,
Amari, Calvin. So many people.
all of them first rounders, just first rounders. Then we can talk about the running backs.
Bro, and they could all pan out. Like they could, and yeah, bro, go from the bro. We could start with the Ingrams, the Henrys. The only one we don't talk about, okay, we don't need to talk about him because we all know because he could have been some shit, bro. Imagine he was there with luck and he actually panned out, and it was Trent Richardson of Alabama days. That
He
would have been
went
scary.
to every situation was good besides Cleveland. Because when he went to Oakland, that was a good situation as well. He was just, I literally think he can't read blocks. Like I think that's what it came down to.
On the go.
Because this
And
shit
they
was
work
crazy.
hard, but play harder. Day trips, week-long road trips.
Like what the hell is that?
It was a video playing
What
on
the
ESPN.
I was like, I didn't know what was happening. I thought we was being
No, I
hacked
had the
right there.
scoreboard up
Like,
for college scores, but it just started playing a fucking ESPN commercial video. It's
yeah,
a
I
get
didn't
out
even
of
talk
here.
about the most important game to my heart yet, which was last night at
Shit, let's
seven
talk. Let's
thirty.
talk about. Let's talk about how the Clemson, Georgia. You probably watched that game, as I said. This is your segment because I
Yeah,
didn't watch college football. Like, how was it?
Clemson,
I just saw it
Georgia.
was 10-3.
It was just wild. Like Clemson's receivers couldn't get open all night long. Couldn't get separation. They couldn't run the ball. Honestly, like the quarterback looked totally different from last year versus Notre Dame to this game versus Georgia. And I honestly think it's the fact of you playing SEC talent, and SEC talent is equal or superior to Clemson. So it's like, bruh, this is not the ACC. This isn't Miami and Florida
Especially
State.
Georgia, like Georgia, Alabama, like those teams, like they
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 the
might
real ones in the
there's
SEC.
probably no better rosters than those two teams right there.
Exactly. So it's like, bruh, you played some real animals, and then Georgia just did what they do best. They hit a big play or two, and they have a three-headed monster at running back.
They always
So
do. They
it was
always
like, bruh, you really can't do anything with
They
that
all
at
they
this
all
point.
do. One of them is the lead back, then he goes to the NFL, then it's just like the next guy up, then he goes to the NFL, next guy up, and then let's rotate, keep rotating.
Yep, that's basically how it's gonna go. And
But remember
it was
TJ Yeldon?
just,
Tragic.
bruh,
Tragic. He was
TJ
supposed to.
he went to Jacksonville, and honestly, he was a
Oh, I
great
thought it
fantasy
was gonna be
player for a
something.
few years because I was like, yo, he's getting 40, 50 catches out the backfield in
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville. That means that's like 60, 70 catches on a good team, bro.
Yep.
So just free this man or get him the ball more. But yeah, none of that happened. Everything kind of went left with that man. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for TJ Yeldon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shit. Overall, in that Georgia Clemson game, my biggest takeaway was that Georgia is fucking for real this year. Like they actually look like they have a quarterback, or at least a quarterback who can make the throw when it's needed. So I gotta give them props on that. And yeah, Clemson just didn't look like the Clemson of old. Like that shit was so weird to see them basically get manhandled. And it
And
was just
you
like,
don't got no
okay,
Deshaun, and you got no Surfer Boy Trevor.
exactly. That means a lot, bro. It
When you
means a
got the fourth
fucking
guy in
lot.
Mel Kiper's chapter of once in a generational type quarterback not there anymore, hey, it's a hard life out there.
And then the biggest game, fucking last night. Oh man.
Hey, shout out to
Um.
AP for catching that touchdown. Okay, y'all. Shout out to Andrew
Oh
Parchment,
yeah. Shout out AP.
Mara
You feel
County, the
me?
crib.
It just lovely shits. But yeah, that game it started wow. Notre Dame came down, scored in like 4 plays, just wacky stuff. And I'm gonna tell you some stuff after this game where you're gonna be like, oh yeah,
The
wacky
walk.
wacky, wacky wacky.
The Hey, just know,
And,
just know. At least your coach didn't say his players need to be executed, but we could talk about that later.
oh yeah, because that's when I was like, he just had a brain aneurysm, and he was like,
He
I
ain't,
can't,
yo, they told him, his assistant told him, you said it like this and that. He's like,
I don't care. He's like, I don't care.
they do
They
need to
deserve
be executed. Fuck this.
because they go down 7-0. I was like, okay, I'm a little scared. And then we come back, make it 7-7 on an 89-yard touchdown run. I was like, oh, we lit. We lit. And then we come back, we take the lead. I was like, oh, we really lit. We up 14-10 on Notre Dame at home. Like, it's lit. And then the apocalypse happened. And then I looked up and it was 31-20. And then, bruh, listen to what our coach did. I'm just going to explain to you where they are on the field and the score and the time. It's 31-20. We are down 11 on our own 33-yard line.
Yo, your face
It's
is
4th and 2, bruh. And he runs a pass play to the short side of the field. Incomplete. No, matter of fact, tipped up interception. I was just like, oh, Jesus don't love us. 38-20, 2 plays later. I was like, oh, it's a wrap, big dog. And then FSU, the voodoo hit. We go back down, make it 38-28. I was like, okay. AP caught the touchdown. I was like, okay, we kind of in it now. It's kind of lit. And then our helmet gets quarterback gets his helmet knocked off. And when they said
bro. Yo, there's something wrong with your mic. No, it's not even the mic, yo. You're frozen. It sounds like you're. Yeah, you're not here anymore. What happened to you, bro? Where the fuck you? Technical yo, something happened to Trill. I think he, bro, he vanished like Thanos. He for sure vanished just like Thanos. What the fuck just happened to this man? Wrong with your mic? This man fried out. We gotta wait for Trill to get back in here. Just know the Knicks are winning a championship by 2025. Book it. He for sure vanished just like Thanos. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what happened to Trill, but I don't know where he's at. I think his Wi-Fi died, but I'm gonna wrap it up. It's a little short episode. Apologize for the technical difficulty. Oh, there he is.
hey,
Yo,
you
it's
feel me?
like
I'm back
I
in
was
there.
I was over here gonna wrap it up, bro. Yo,
Hey.
you were. It sounded like Jarvis and Thanos snapped his fingers. And
Bruh, it was a lot because God was like, he about to get to the good part of the story. So the helmet comes off for our quarterback. I started sweating bricks over here, bro. I was panicking. And bro, at that point, all hell broke loose. Like our coach looked at Mackenzie Milton and he was like, go in the game. And then for some reason, it was 2nd and 17, and it was Mackenzie's first play, and they was like, fuck it. Everybody go deep. He just threw a 30-yard pass, first play. I was like, oh, we're not playing with any logic right now. And he completed it. And then he went 4-for-4, and like I think he finished the game 5-for-7 or 6-for-8. His only incompletions were
now I was confused about that. I don't know if you said it when you were like vanishing like Thanos. Why didn't he start?
Basically, they feel like the other quarterback can throw comparable to him, not as well as him, but comparable to him. And the other quarterback is a mobile quarterback. He runs like probably like a 4.5, maybe even a 4.4 because he's a baseball player. But that's the biggest reason why the other guy started over Mackenzie Milton. But
isn't Mackenzie like some top dog?
He is, but then when he came on the field and they said like his height and weight, I was like, wait, whoa. I didn't know he was this small.
What is he, some Drew Brees shit?
He's 5'11", 190.
Oh shit, okay. He's some Kyler Murray shit, okay.
So it's like, wait, he's slaying dope, but he's a little nigga. So I had to get with that program, but shit, he came in, it went from 38-28 to 38-38, just like that. And I was like, oh, we going to overtime with Notre Dame? And then that's, again, if I said all hell broke loose before, Overtime, it just multiplied and spread all over the team.
Hmm.
It's third down and 10. Mackenzie Milton drops back because we lost the coin toss and we got the ball first. He drops back and it looks like he fumbles the ball and then he dives on top of it. The replay actually shows his arm was moving forward, but on the field it was called a fumble. So it was a negative 12-yard loss on the field. So we have to kick a 50-yard field goal just to go up 3 in the first part of overtime. Our coach waits. Like, you know how people want to ice the kicker, they wait right for that last second? He waited for that last second to call a timeout and ask for the booth to review that play. They overturn it. Mind you, he did all of this. The kicker takes a practice kick from 50, nails it. I was like, oh my God, he made it. They moved the ball back up. It's a 38-yard field goal. Brett shanked it. I just walked out the room at that point. I was like, yeah, we're losing. Like, there's
Damn,
no way
like that.
Jesus can help us. And Notre Dame doesn't gain another yard. They just line up, kick a field goal. Oh, they kicked a 41-yarder to win 41-38. That's all I'm gonna say.
Kicked the 41 yarder to win 41-38. We know what type of school they are. Remember what happened to Trevor last year. I ain't gonna say anything too much, but we all know about. Hey, if you know, you know. We know. You think outside the box, brother.
Shit is wild.
41. Oh yeah, that's it. Is that the stuff you had to tell me? Because right there, you
No,
don't.
no, no, no. Trust me,
There's
there
more.
is so
You saw
much
a nun.
more to it.
There was a nun in the corner of the field. I know it.
Bruh, it was so much to it.
Put
I
the
was just
woo
like,
on you.
yeah, this makes so much sense. But yeah, man. Other than that, the only other football game that was, I guess you could say, interesting or had some type of weight was the UCLA LSU game this weekend. I don't
Oh, they
think
made a shirt. You saw when Coach O said something about that guy's sissy blue shirt. So obviously we know UCLA dominated. They made a shirt saying like sissy blue, but it got the Jordan logo on the top. You know they gonna make their money. But yeah, that's hilarious. Troll, big troll. That's a goat troll right there.
Bruh, I looked at that UCLA team. First of all, quarterback is like a 5 or 6 year kid. I don't know how the fuck he's still there.
How did this happen, bro?
He came when I mean he's so old. He came out either before or after the kid Tate Martell, and Tate Martell is the kid that went to Ohio State. Then he went to like another school. Then
He went to
ended up
Miami.
exactly and changed positions to receiver. So that's how long this kid has been playing quarterback for UCLA. And then they got a fire ass running back who transferred from Michigan. And then yeah, that team is just kind of freaky over there at UCLA. And Chip Kelly's the coach. So it's like you need to
Oh, you
pay
know he got transfer after transfer. He thought he was a GM in the NFL. He come out, he
exactly.
created
I'm
his
like,
own team.
that's a team to definitely pay attention to in the long run, just because Chip Kelly know how to fucking call the offense. If we know anything about Chip Kelly, he know how to call the offense. They gonna put up points regardless, bro. Defense may not be it, but they gonna put up some points.
We're gonna score more than the other team. That's all that matters.
Just that simple, just like that. Other than that, it was not really other games. It was some HBCU games. I went to the Orange Blossom Classic down here, but it was only 7-6. I saw Dion and his son play, coach. It was an interesting game. It was raining. It was hot as fuck. It was the apocalypse. But yeah, it was 7-6. It wasn't like I missed anything great. Exactly. It was 7-6. It was a storm to start the game. It was a lot of shit. But overall, just a good weekend of football, and the fucking NFL is back.
Thursday, the GOAT versus the fucking Cowboys.
What more can you ask for at this point? Like,
I just want to see a good. I don't want to see like Tampa Bay, come out, get their rings, and dominate. Nah, because the offense of the Cowboys is fire, but at the same time, all 11 starters are returning for the Bucks. But I need to see a shootout. I really do, because we know that the Cowboys can't stop anyone. They can't stop a pot car. They can't stop literally anything. That's why Dak throws for 400 yards a game, because they just letting it fly. That's why everyone on that team is valuable in fantasy. But yeah, Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott. Dak says he's 100%. Zeke is looking like he's gonna touch the ball 300 plus times this year. CD Lamb, Amari Cooper back. Amari Cooper was top 5 in the games that Dak played in last year. So I said, wait, did I say him? That's an Alabama product. Yeah, I said that.
Exactly, bro. Another Alabama first round receiver at that. There's so much to
Exactly.
take into account. Like them niggas is fucking everywhere. They're all over the NFL.
Bro, I think there's on each NFL team, there's at least one Alabama star. At least we could even, bro, the football team has Landon Collins. I could go down the list, but it's just like there's someone on each one of those teams. There has to be somewhere an offensive lineman, anybody. Hey, CJ Mosley still in the NFL?
Um, he might, or he might be hurt right now, if I'm not
He was
mistaken. I
fire.
know.
You guys drafted him, right?
Yeah, we drafted him, and then he kind of. It was always that he was kind of playing at a heavier weight than he should have, so he kind of aged out of our system a little quicker than he should have.
Hey,
So
you
he
got Patrick Queen now. That's all that matters.
exact. I'm like Patrick Queen is going into year 2, and
You
he's
got some like Dean Jones shit, right?
yeah, he's 6 feet 220, and he just a little
He got a
crackhead.
90 speed in that. In.
He just a little crackhead. He just be running around tackling people. I'd be like, good job.
What, outside linebacker?
Oh no, he plays middle. He's a
Oh,
little
okay.
crackhead. He's a little
Oh, okay.
But yeah, niggas is just ready for the NFL. Like we made it this far. We had our draft last night. I put together a pretty solid team. I think. I hope. That's all I can really say at this
I'm trying
point.
to trade for a running back. I got sniped on so many people. I took Christian McCaffrey. He's pretty much Superman, so I didn't need to take another running back. So I lined up. I got Claypool. I got Deontay Johnson, and Cooper Cup. That's literally 300 plus targets right there. I got Waller, who's a #1 receiver for that team. I got AJ Brown. I have Aaron Rodgers. One last ride on the Packers. Let's get it done. But then I got sniped. I got sniped on Gaskins. I got sniped on Henderson, Moser, Hunt, and my running backs. My RB2, I have to pick between Kenyon Drake, Leonard Fournette, Zach Moss, and AJ Dillon.
Hey, you
Who?
got Zach Moss. That's not a bad one.
Hey, but the thing is, all these players are like they're unproven, and I feel like they could spaz. Like AJ Dillon, bro, that's a hype machine in Dynasty. That's like he could literally steal so many touchdowns from Aaron Jones. Zach Moss, it's only a matter of time. Josh Allen's obviously there, so it's gonna hold it back because he'd be running. But it's only a matter of time before Singletary gets the fuck out of there because like Zach Moss is a problem.
I'm like, I think you may want to check your team because I see Zach Moss on my roster. So you may
Oh
want to.
no. I apologize. I'm talking about numerous leagues. I have him in my work league.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm tripping on
All I
that.
know is that my team is kind of
You
deep.
can look at my roster. I
I
had
got
no
the
type of
GOAT,
running backs.
the GOAT, the quarterback himself, L Jack. Then I got Gus Edwards, running back 1 now. Josh Jacobs. Then I had to do this. I got Devontae as receiver 1.
No,
Ridley,
that was smart, especially in a full PPR double flex league. Like you spazzed on that.
Ridley, receiver 2. Kyle Pitts, tight end. Scary Terry, flex. Mike Gesicki, flex. And I got Jamar Chase on the bench. Marcus Callaway on the bench. Paris Campbell on the bench.
I try to find guys that have volume.
Vontae on the bench. Gronk on the bench. Just chilling.
I took Jacoby Myers. They're going to throw little short passes because of Mac Jones. Trey Sermon, Mostert can't finish the season, and Trey Sermon is not bad at all. I picked up Big Ben just because I have the Claypool and Deontay Johnson for that stack. Terrence Marshall Jr., I think he's going to be good. And Sam Darnold. Everyone's keep sleeping on Sam Darnold. Y'all could keep going. And then Cole Kmet. I think once Justin Fields comes alive, Cole Kmet is fire. I believe he started seeing like 5-6 targets a game near the ending of the season. So it's like these players that come alive near the ending of the previous season, that's who you got to watch out for.
These young quarterbacks love their fucking tight ends. That's what I'm coming.
Bro, that's the security blanket. And bro, all these tight ends, even if they're fucking rookies, 2nd-year players, bro, these motherfuckers are talented, bro. They're born in farms and they lift cattle and George Kittle went to Iowa, TJ Hawkinson went to Iowa. Yo, Iowa is just like, bro, if you want to play tight end, like if you really want to play tight end, you come over here. Or you could be just that Travis Kelce and these other players that go to these random schools. But Cincinnati actually be carrying tight end. Wait, where did Robert Tonyan come from? He came from Iowa too, right?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yo, what the?
Oh no, it's something in the Iowa border, like because Noah Fant was on that team, or it's someone
For
else.
real?
It's someone that I'm always forgetting about. But yeah, they've had some motherfuckers come through Iowa, and bro, basically it's just, oh my god, I hope my connection don't go out again because I see it getting red, and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
don't do it again.
he went to
Don't
Iowa.
do it.
No, Font went to Iowa. Yeah, so that's just the Titans. That's Titan University right there.
Yeah, they produce fucking scary players at every position.
Bro, your shit's about to go out. Should we just cut it out? I see you're frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Chill. Yo, as always, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo, MBF_Trill, MBF_podcast, at the Icon Network, at Unwrap Sports, at Project Gang, Poor America, NBF_podcast on YouTube as well, and Nothing But Facts all together on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We'll be back next week, Monday, for sure, 5 p.m. No setbacks, no nothing. Winston on connection. Oh, he's fried. Yeah, y'all take care. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. You gonna end it? Yo, I'm fucking dead. All right, I'm just gonna leave the thing. Just let me know. Yo, it's just frozen. The picture looks hilarious. Yo, this shit is hilarious. It looks like the picture's a meme. It's like, oh, really? That's some troll shit. Bro, this man's not gonna end it. All right, I'm out.
in his face. Loud, loud.